Hi everyone. Now we'll discuss rules of nomenclature of alicyclic compounds. Alicyclic compound means any compound which is cyclic in nature. Okay, which is cyclic in nature. So any point which is any line, two lines which are meeting at a particular point, there is a carbon. Here point the two lines are meeting, there is a carbon. The two lines are meeting here, there is a carbon here. So in this we will identify the carbon centers in a cyclic compound. So a saturated alicyclic means all bonds are single bonds, can be named by adding the prefix cyclo. We'll add a prefix cyclo, okay, to the name of the corresponding straight chain alkene. Suppose here this meeting of the two lines, there is one carbon here. Again meeting of two lines here, one carbon, here one carbon, here one carbon. Now we'll satisfy the four valencies of the carbon. So one numbering here, two numbering here, three numbering here, four numbering here. So here we'll have cyclobutane. Here, because you can see the butane is the straight chain hydrocarbon name. We have just added a prefix cyclo to that name. Here also the beginning of the two lines, one carbon here. So here total we have 5 carbons. And the rest two valencies are satisfied by the hydrogen. So it is pent, it is saturated, so we will use ane suffix, but we will add a prefix cyclo because then cyclic compound. If the side chains are present, they are named and positioned exactly in the same way as discussed earlier for open chain compounds. If it is CH3 here, then this is a substituent. We'll start numbering from here. This will get the lowest numbering. So meeting of the two lines, again there will be a carbon. It's a saturated compound, but first we will name the substituent. So I'll write here 1-methyl cyclohexane. Cyclohexane. Here there is one substituent, methyl substituent. Here there is another methyl substituent, CH3. So I'll write here 1, 2, 3. I get number from here also. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then this methyl group will get the fifth numbering, which is against the rule. All the substituents should get the lowest numbering as possible. So we'll number from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it will be 1, 3 dimethyl cyclohexane. Next rule. The numbering of carbon atoms present in the ring is done in such a way so as to assign the minimum possible number to the functional groups or the multiple bond exactly in the same way as we have discussed earlier for the aliphatic hydrocarbon. The numbering of carbon atoms will be such to assign the minimum number to the functional group or the substituent. Okay. So first we'll provide the minimum number to the functional group here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So name will be cyclohexane 1 all. Here the alkene is the functional group, so it will get the lowest numbering. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll write here 3-methyl cyclopent 1-ene. Here OH group is also there and the ene group is also there. But OH group will get the lowest numbering because it's high in this periodic table, it will get the highest purity. So lowest numbering 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 3-methyl cyclobutene 1 all. Here COH is the principal functional group, so it will get the lowest numbering, highest purity, then the ketone and then the ethyl. So I'll write here 5-ethyl 3-oxo cyclohexane 1-oic acid. Because it's a saturated compound, so I'm writing ene. And E is dropped because E and O both is vowel. Here it was an unsaturated compound. That's why we have dropped the ene part. We have just written pent-1-ene. Here also there was ene. That's why ene was dropped. Here also functional group will start on the functional group 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So I'll write 4-methyl cyclopent 2-ene 1-ol. Next rule, when a cyclic ring is attached to a chain containing greater number of carbon atoms or more than one cyclic rings are attached to one single chain, the compound is named as cycloalkane. If the number of carbon atoms in the cyclopropyl is 3 and in the straight chain the number of carbon atoms is 4. So this will become a substituent and this will become a pairing chain. Even in both the phases, the number of carbon atoms are equal, then also this will become the cyclo one will become a substituent and the straight one will become the pairing chain. So it will be termed as cycloalkyl alkane. So your 1, 2, 3 and 4 will be cyclopropyl and cyclopropyl is in 2 positions. So 2 cyclopropyl butane. Here at the 1 position, 2, 3 and 4 position, we have cyclobutyl group. So here also the cyclobutyl will be named as a substituent. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 1, 4 dicyclobutyl butane. Next, if the chain attached to a cyclic ring contains lesser number of carbon atoms, the compound is a derivative of cycloalkane. Here, the number of carbon atoms is less. So, this becomes the substituent. And in the cyclic part, the number of carbon atoms is more. So, this becomes the pairing chain. So, 1, 2 and 3. So, it is in 1 position. So, 1. So this will become the pairing tool. So we number this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we'll write 1 cyclo. It is not cyclo, it's a straight propyl. So we'll write 1 propyl cyclohexane. Here 1. Again you will number the cyclopentane part because this is a pairing chain. And this one, the less number of carbon atoms will become the substituent. So it is in 1 position we have a butyl. So we'll write 1 butyl cyclopentane. Or we can also write 1 sec-butyl also we can write. Because this carbon is a second degree carbon where it is attached. So this is a, because both the carbon attached, this is a second degree carbon. So we can, the most appropriate name will be 1 sec-butyl cyclopentane. Because if you straight away write butyl, then it can be in this way also. CH2, 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 CH3 and then cyclopentane. It can be in this way also, but it's not. It's in the second degree carbon. So we'll write 1 sec-butyl cyclopentane. This will be the correct name. This is the wrong name. When an aromatic ring is attached to a cycloalkane ring, the compound is a derivative of benzene. This is a benzene. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. This is cyclohexane. We are removing one hydrogen and we are replacing this with benzene ring. So we'll write 1 cyclohexyl benzene. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here I'll write, and in this is also substituent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3-methyl cyclohexyl. Okay, this is this name, and this is also a substituent. It's present in 1 position. So 1,3-methyl cyclohexyl benzene. Okay, this is the correct name for this compound. I hope I have explained you this topic clearly. If you like the content, then please do like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.